She galvanized me, steady like steel, back on my feet, living for the thrill again, loving for another day. She satisfied me, gave me what I want, just what we need, never too far away, loving for another day. But she asked for something more. She asked for, yeah, she asked for something beautiful. She asked for, yeah, she asked for, she asked for something beautiful. She mystifies me, tell me what I did wrong, I plead. Never did I think we would be loving for another day. But she asked for something more. She asked for, yeah, she asked for something beautiful. Something beautiful.
Hey gang, how's it going? It's your boy Tabletop Android. It's Sunday morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Just kind of woke up. So we are doing Odyssey Aviation. Sorry, we're doing Odyssey Command. So many different variations of Odyssey as I try to build this system. So today we are doing Monsoon Express, which is a part of the Sky League tier. We're using Pylops.com right here as our economy tool, and this is a themed event. This is a contest. So at the end of the month, whomever has the most points wins prizes. So Monsoon Express, the theme is monsoon season in Nepal, India, and that region. So we're gonna do as many missions as we can to help save that region. There's a bunch of airports. Oh no, those are the countries. There's a bunch of airports that are strategic to supplying, and we're gonna make our way over there. All right. So let me open up Pylops. Well, no, what I was trying to do was sometimes I don't know if picking missions beforehand or during stream is the best. So let me know. But we just figured out that here we're currently stationed at VEBI. Let me see where that is. Let's do this one. Oop. Got a couple stuff open. Oh, there it is. All right. How do I do a search? I should have done it in the other. Here we are. VEBI. So you know what? I never did. I did fly this offline, so I never did say the name. Shillong. So we're at Shillong Airport, which hopefully it'll be daytime because this was a pretty scary landing. There's a mountain side that's right here, and it was dark, or it was nighttime, so it was a little scary. So we're in this spot right now, and we're looking, I think, VGIS. Let's see where that is. That's probably where we're going. Looks like we're headed southeast, southwest. My goodness gracious. Oh, you know, I probably just could have looked at that. So I did figure out our mileage. So we started off with a negative, which is a thing that a bug that we've seen with this program. So hopefully they'll get that worked out. So I started off like minus 300. I think it was 300 pounds. 30? No, it was like 300. Yeah. So figured out the time block. So let me show you. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me show the desktop. All right. So I have this note. Here goes some calculations: the time, trip, fuel, contingency, alternative route, which is something I did not. I still didn't account for it. Reserves and taxi. Taxi for this particular plane. So roughly 170 is the cruise. It burns 350 pounds of fuel per hour, and taxiing it burns roughly 23. Now the interesting thing is, SimBriefs has it at 20 minutes for 60. So I haven't made the adjustment. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm being so stubborn. All right, but this particular flight, the time is 1.08, which is 1 hour and 5 minutes. So the block fuel is the trip fuel, 378 pounds. The contingency, which is 5% of the trip fuel, 19 pounds. And then reserves, 40.45 of the fuel burn. Is it 75? I think it's 75. Oh well, we're gonna do 45 because even in my last one, it seems like we're coming right down to the wire. So the reserves, total of 660 pounds of fuel for this flight, and I've got it down to the wire. We are charter, so we try and pay as least amount of fuel as possible. So fuel management is important. We want to keep our profits high by keeping our fuel to a minimum. So I think I do need to, I do need to consider my alternative. So I'm going to compare this with SimBrief, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so right now what we're doing is finishing packing or loading this thing here. So we've got the fuel. This will get us to our destination, and we have cargo. So what I was trying to figure out is if which is the most, we're a business, so we have to make money, even though we're trying to help people. Getting passengers there, or so taking one trip or one mission versus taking multiple missions, will these equal up to? I don't think it will. No, I don't think this will. So, and then the weight. Let me see here. So 680. That one. I think it does equal 8. Actually, let me just do a quick calculate. Well, it wasn't quick. 680 plus 184. 864. Okay. So it's 864, but does it equate? Let me see here. Trying to move stuff around. All right, so this one is 1571.27 plus 108132, and it is less. So even though 4 passengers and 1 passenger, it still equals less than this. There is a little bit more weight. So I was trying to balance out weight, weight and price. All right, doesn't matter. It looks like that's what we're doing. So we have 5 passengers. We have enough for 8. We have roughly 800 pounds left, so we can take. So these are 524. So we can take 4 more passengers, and then what's left is another passenger. Okay, cool. So we can take another passenger, and then that's it. All right, so we're at our max. Man, 13,000. I have not been. Let me see if I can show you. Let me log into the other account. I need to start making this the default. This one, the contest. So on average, right? Here, profit. Started out 6,000. I had a huge one for 23, but that was like a 2-hour flight, and that 2-hour flight is not fun. So everything else has been like an hour and an hour and change. 12, 2, 6, 12, and I guess this one's 13. So I guess I'm trending upwards. I don't know. I guess we'll leave that there. We'll put the good thing. Okay, so we got 13,000. All right, so so we're ready. We've got 118 pounds left. I don't think we have enough for our alternative. So let's hope that everything is good. All right, so we can open up the Pylops app if I can find it. There you are. Except you're now missing. Except you're now missing. Oh. Volanta was on top of it. Okay. All right. So we should be able to refresh the flight. All right. Here we go. 13,000. Blah 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 blah. All right. So we can just do a quick pre-flight. All right. That'll get us some nice background noise. I'm gonna update my text. I think I'm gonna update my text. No, I think I'm good. Actually, what I do need to do, let's do this. I do need to keep track of the cargo. So I've got 10 passengers. And then the cargo weight is just one cargo, 1274. All right, and the reason why I do that is when I come to sim brief, we're gonna go ahead and create a new flight. ODY P033, because I think I did one yesterday. Let's see here. 32. So 33. Whoops. All right, and Victor Echo Bravo India, and Vico Victor Golf India Sierra. All right, I'm gonna pick 5 Tree Tango. All right, looks decent. Call sign is gonna be the call sign of the. Actually, no, because I'm gonna do this 5 Tree Tango. That's good. Oh, you know what? Keep doing that. I noticed that when I hit a tab, this basically acts all funky. So yeah, there it is. Less options. All right. So these are all good. Lido, everything's good here. We're probably gonna do IFR scheduled. All right, altitude, we'll let that. All right, we have 10 passengers, and then for the payload is 1274. So it'll take that into account. So it looks like we have a very straightforward flight. Let me copy that. All right, and then the rest, we are good. Yep, all right, so let's generate the flight. All right, so we're good there. So now that this is generated, we have all the different tools that have access to it. So here we are in Volanta. We can go ahead and add a flight plan. We can import that flight right into here. Bob's your uncle. All right, accept this. Oh, actually, you know what? No, it shouldn't be Android. It should be 1E November. That's the airplane, and the flight number is ODY P033. There we go. All right. Is that right? Yes. All right, so, ooh, can we do pre-filing from here? No. Oh, it's gonna take me to the website. All right, of course. Oh no, it would be so cool. 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 Uh oh, didn't realize I was lit. Uh oh, I was looking at my schedule in Twitch. I didn't realize that. Let me end that. Okay. All right, so let's get back to, we need to pre-file this. So since we are on VATSIM today, all right, let's scroll down here. We can pre-file on the network. Pre-filing is so easy, so convenient. I wish they would I wish they would open up the APIs again. It was so awesome. All right, so let's go ahead, and they have everything for us. They are estimating that we will do a flight level of, I'm just writing that down. Flight level of 8. So last time I did 8,000, I said 080, which is actually 800. Haha. All right, 1 hour and 8 minutes. Ooh, well, -5. Okay, so they changed it to 180. I don't know if we'll hit that, but whatever. All right, ODY is an operator. Some other stuff going on. This is Odyssey command, or aviation actually. Odyssey aviation. Pylops mission. And Bob's your uncle. You know, I don't know why I'm saying that so much. I got that from Chris LAS. With the Linux Action Show. And that was the first time that I heard that. And for some odd reason, I picked it up a little bit, but now I'm just saying it like all the time. Like it's almost annoying to me how often I'm saying it. All right, so we don't need SimBrief, the application anymore. We're good there. And I think we're good everywhere. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing loaded up, and then we'll do a little bit more planning because we love to plan. So, Victor, Echo, Bravo, India. The reason why I'm saying that all the time is so that I can practice, because I don't feel like I'm smooth in my delivery. Ooh, there's some clouds already. So I parked here last time. So this option of using the tablet is a piece of garbage when it comes to this plane. So I'm not going to use it. This is the Textron. So you would think by default that it would work, but for some reason it doesn't work. So even when I load it in, it goes this even though I put in my simple, actually, you know what? Let me show you instead of whatever it is that I'm doing. So I'm going to enter in the string route because it's super easy. So here we have just one waypoint, and we're good, right? So this is what it looks like. All right. Based on the weather, it's determining runway 22, which is fine. Here goes our waypoint, Palot. And then based on the weather, all right, cool. So that looks good. We're gonna go ahead and send this to both ATC and the avionics. Well, we'll just send it to ATC. We're gonna send it to ATC. Let's change this to 8,000, 800, IFR. We can leave the other stuff. Not a big deal. All right, we're gonna send that to ATC, right? All right, great. So here we have this. Let's make sure they kept me at parking. Now, when we load in, it's going to be different. It's going to be very different. So my simple my simple plan is going to turn into something else, and then I'm going to have to get that reconciled. Now, if someone could help me understand how the avionics works, because this G1000 seems to be very it's not functional with the EFB, and this is the default plane. So I don't know if I'm supposed to have a different version of the avionics. Like, is there one from the from the marketplace? I don't know. All right, so here we are. Let's jump in. Now, this is just on the EFB. I've loaded in. We're good here. This hasn't changed. So, well, this is changed, but this hasn't changed, which is not what I was expecting. Womp womp. All right, whatever. Whatevs. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this bad boy started. Let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing. I don't think so. All right, let's see if we have the right profile. I'm adjusting my throttle. All right, we're good there. And that works. All right, cool. All right, let's go ahead and get this started. So let's go into this view. We got the battery. We're gonna turn on avionics 1. Actually, let's jump into view 8. Turn those on. Jump back to 3. So we have fuel, battery. Now we're gonna go and turn on the ignition and then the start and fuel boost. Or we should have done fuel boost first. All right, so we're looking for the NG to get to 12. Then we're going to introduce fuel. That bad boy's going to jump up. All right, and since the engine is on, we'll turn on the other avionics. We're going to reset the generator. All right, so that looks good. And I'm going to change my Pylops to start. Let's see here. Oh, it's supposed to do a scene switch. Oh, it's different now. Because I got the start flight. Oh my goodness gracious. You know what? So OBS has this automatic scene switcher, which is, you know, pretty helpful. Instead of me manually switching scenes based on whatever apps I have open, it can associate it with the scene. The only problem is that it's based on title and not application. And this application title changes. So yeah, so that's not cool. So let me get my flight started. So now I think I need another entry for that. So shouldn't be too hard. Hold on. Yeah, start flight, and then we'll have the flight planning, and we'll add it. So now I have 2 entries for the Pylops app. That feels dumb. Feels redundant. There we go. All right, so we're good here. We have 685. We're already losing fuel, so we need to hurry the hell up. All right. So we have V pilot. Let's go ahead and connect. 5-3 Tango, 5-3 Tango, and today we're doing the C208. I think it's a Grand. We'll just say Caravan. No, not a Caravan 1. I don't think I like that. I think it's a Grand Caravan. All right. Let's see if we're talking on Unicom, and of course, we're on Unicom. I'm here at the wrong times. I need to figure out this region. When is the best time to fly in this region? Okay, so let's take a look at our flight plan, because this right here confused me, but I think I understand it now. So it automatically gave us the a NDB approach, which is actually pretty cool. The NDB, not the actual. Well, the not the actual approach, but the NDB is actually a really challenging. It's a really challenging approach. Let me see if we can select it. Let me see if we have options for a different approach. We do. Okay. No, actually, interesting. So they only have a visual and an NDB. Okay. So it looks like by default, if you have something set up in the world view, I've noticed that it will set you up here. So this avionics, I don't know what's wrong with me or what's wrong with it. But I remember there being more features available. So I don't know if I need to install the G1000 avionics from the marketplace. Because it's working title, I assumed it was a part of the sim by default. But I haven't really looked into it. Really, the reason why I haven't looked into it, because I normally don't fly the G1000. It's either the GTN 750 or Slant Alpha. So I was able to bypass that, but because the black square version of this plane, the avionics doesn't work at all for me, I've had to use the Textron version. Okay, so we can fiddle with this in while we're in the air. Let's go ahead and I didn't turn on my beacon lights. I am a bad nav. Let's put on taxi lights. I'm a bad guy. somebody could have died. All right, so let's see what the flag looks like. I don't see it. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. So it looks like the wind is coming from that direction. So to my right, let me see here. So if I'm pointed to my right, oh, what was the? It said 22, right? It said 22. So 22 is that way, yeah. So 22 is definitely the runway. So let's go ahead and set our heading. 219, our magnetic heading. 219. Oop. Gonna use my hardware. All right, so 219. So that's where our nose should be pointed. When we go into autopilot, we will at least be headed in that direction. Okay. Let's change that to GPS. Oh, and I guess we'll just set all of this up. So 8,000. All right, 8,000 FLC. So the best rate of climb for us is 95 in this plane. All right, looking good. And then we'll do heading. All right, cool. So that's all set up. I need to mess around with the panels, with the panel lighting, but this is what we're doing right now. I'll have to work on that. All right. Okay, so I think we're all set. Okay, so since we're all there, are we all set? All right, so flight's ready. Volanta is looking, decent. What? Review my flight? My flight's over already? Oh, I think it is over already. Well, that's not cool. It'll pick back up. Oh, right. What I wanted to do. Let me see here. Which tool am I going to use? So many tools. All right. So we'll use Navigraph, and let's let's import our flight from SimBrief 33. So ODYP033. All right. I'm going to take a look at the OFP. Because what I wanted to do was compare the fuel to see, you know, just how far off I am. All right, we'll put that in desktop view so we can do a quick comparison. All right, so trip fuel for them is 418, and I got 378, so that's wrong. Contingency 21, it's based off of this, so that's going to be wrong. Alternative 230, didn't even consider that. And then my reserves is 160, and I put that one. So I think it is 0.75, and I'm doing 45. Okay, so it's definitely that. All right, cool. So they were saying 829 or 888, 889 should be my block fuel, and I'm under by 200 pounds. Whoopsie. All right, it's all good. All right, now in this one, I have more charts because I don't think I have any charts in here. Let me see here. Yeah, so if I go here, yeah, there's no charts. That's unfortunate. Here on Navigraph, I do have charts. Yay! Oh, I think this was the way that I came in. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, let's take a look at this chart here. So this is this right? Barapani? Okay, yeah. I think it's Barapani. Okay, so let's Barapani. And then we're taking off on runway 22. All right. Barapani traffic, 6 Yankee 5 Tree Tango Caravan, taxiing to runway 22 for a southwest departure, Barapani. All right. Oh, you know what? I'm not even on the right frequency. Womp, womp, womp. Let's go 122.8 and let's swap over. There it is over there. All right. Barapani traffic, 6 Yankee 5 Tree Tango Caravan, taxiing to runway 22 for a southwest departure, Barapani. Now that second time sounded way more professional because I had practice. All right, so let's go ahead and turn on our ADS-B. We're VFR right now. No one's yeah, no one's looking for us. Alternative, I think everything is fine. Yeah, all right, I think we're good. All right, let's get this bad boy on the go. Well, let me adjust. Nope. My parking brake was off. Man, I'm such a bad pilot today. All right, let's try and get this thing moving. I need you out of my way. I'm using some of the toe brakes there to move this plane. I think we're going to be back taxiing. I don't think there is a taxi. All right. Barapani traffic, 6 Yankee 5 Tree Tango, back taxiing runway 22. Barapani. All right, let's turn on our strobe and our landing lights. We can turn off taxi, I think. I think that's how that works. All right, looks like the runway is clear. So there's one guy that I follow online, and his approach to back taxiing was he stays on one side of the runway instead of in the middle, and that is a kind of an indicator to other people, you know, that something's a little odd. And it's to, you know, pilots that are in the sky. All right, we can see that the heading lug is behind us, which is accurate. So I did not see any of this when I came in. It was completely dark. It was a little scary, very exciting. I had to use the PFD and MFD to navigate. Couldn't see anything outside of the window. But you do what you gotta do, you know. We are helping out nations with our philanthropy and aviation skills. You know, I probably didn't need I probably didn't need to come all the way back. This plane takes off pretty well no matter what the condition, no matter what the runway is. All right, let's go ahead and try and turn this thing around. Not really good with tight turns. So I got it, the rudder pedal all the way, and I'm using the brake from time to time. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and... All right, so now let's just make sure that everything is what it is. So 257, but most likely that's not. We're gonna come out here, and then we're gonna need to use our heading bug to... Okay, all right, we're good. So we don't need flaps. It's a pretty long runway. What I'm going to do is, because this plane likes to fly on its own, I'm going to push down. I'm going to put pressure on there, and that's going to help keep my nose planted on the runway until it's time, until we have our roll speed at 70 knots. Barapani traffic, 6 Yankee 5 Tree Tango, taking off runway 22 for a southwest departure. Barapani. Taking off, parking brakes, everything's going full, or just throttle really. All right, waiting for a little stability, and here we go. Pull into the left, so we're adjusting, we're countering with our right rudder. Airspeed's alive, waiting for 70 knots, and we have 70, so I'm pulling back. Oh, actually, now I'm pulling back. All right, so I don't want to break the engine, so I'm going to put the RPMs down a little bit and the throttle so that we're not redlining. All right, and at this point, because we have our autopilot set up, we can go ahead and activate autopilot, and we can let go. So right now it's pointed to the heading. I'm gonna take a little screenshot. I'm just gonna take a little screenshot. Yes, I am. Okay, so let me see here. I don't think I need to use the head tracker anymore. Wait. Let's get some good natural views. Oh, so nice. And then we can pause it. Okay. So now let's go ahead and navigate here. So I'm gonna put this down. We want to get back to the magenta line, so I'm gonna use the heading bug. I'm gonna turn the plane back towards that right there. Barapani traffic, 6 Yankee 5 Tree Tango, turning right, crosswind runway 22. Final call, Barapani. All right, so now we've got the heading. Right now we're using our heading. I'm gonna put on nav, so GPS. So when it picks up this magenta line, it's going to. So usually you want it in a 45 degree so that you can still make or is it 45 or 15? You can still make forward progress, but you want to make your way to the magenta. So we're on our way back to the magenta when it picks up, it'll switch from heading to GPS. Oh, and this worked. I didn't expect for it to have this. Okay, so I don't know what I did wrong last time, but apparently it's working now. I didn't send it to avionics. I just sent it to ATC. Huh. All right, interesting. All right, so we are flying into clouds. Let me turn off my landing lights. The outside air temperature is 18 degrees Celsius, so we don't need to turn on our pitot heat right now. It did pick up GPS, so now we're back on the magenta. We're almost at 8,000 and there's no visibility. Very little to no visibility outside. Alright, I guess that's fine. Alright, so we have about 10 minutes. According to this, we have about 10 minutes until we get to our Palot waypoint. And then we have 160 nautical miles to go. So at this point, we can zoom this out, get a better idea as to what's going on. Yeah, this is interesting because the last time... Oh, you know what? No, I think I was doing this. I don't know. The last time I used this, it seemed like it was only giving me weather from this band right here. But this one's kind of extending out. You know what? I don't know. Well, this is 100 nautical miles. Who knows? All right, so we're at cruising altitude. So let's go ahead and make sure that we are not using, that we're not burning 425. 350 is our goal. So I'm going to put down the RPM. So let's actually switch this to system. They used to have a lean that gave me a little, I think it was better view. So I really should look into it. All right, so I'm going to put my prop RPM down. Actually, I need to look at it. I'm going to put it down to 1700, and then I'm going to put, usually I put the throttle down to like 1400 RPM. So far our pounds flow is 330. We're under the 350. I don't know if that's good or bad, but we're saving on fuel. I'll tell you that much. All right, so we're good there. Looks like we have indicated 131 knots. TAS takes weather into consideration, so it looks like we have a tailwind of 5 knots, but this doesn't match. Oh, you know, we have indicated airspeed. Then there's CAS, there's a calculated. So I think there might be a calculated, and then we're taking it into wind. I don't know. All right, but either way, ground speed is 156. That's really what we care about, because that's what our time is. So we're not doing 170 knots, even if we have a tailwind. So I think we're going to need to adjust our calculations. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so the good thing is that we are clear. We are high enough so that we can pass the mountain range. There is a lot of cloud activity. And I'm not sure why it does this. Why it has these two things here. So we have this, and then we have this NDB, the tree. What's the weather looking like at our destination? Do we have weather here? Of course we don't. All right, let's see what Navigraph has. Because Navigraph is better. Let's check out the weather. No, okay, so no METARs. So don't they sometimes give you airports that are, you know, close? Like this one's close. I guess we just have to look at the weather for there. Let's see. Let's take a look at this weather. This weather module. Let's turn it down to what we're doing, which is 8,000. So this is interesting. It looks like we should have crosswind, not really tailwinds. Yeah, weird. Ooh, excuse me. All right, so no visible weather patterns. Excuse me. All right, let's take a look and see if we can get weather from this one. Oh, are you serious? Let's check that VOR maybe. Maybe that V. Oh no. So it would, because I think the VORs are what gives us the weather. Okay, interesting. Oh, this was the airport that I went. This is the airport I came from last time. I was like, this pattern, this route looked really familiar. So my last route, I flew from this airport to this one. Now I'm flying to this airport. All right, let's see about this one. Give me some weather, buddy. There we go. Ooh, IFR. Okay, this is that haze. Okay, that HZ, that's haze, which what I've experienced is very common around here. So it's going to be super, even though there's no there's no clouds, there's very low clouds on the ground, and you're definitely going to need some sort of instrument approach. Scattered at 1,500, I think so. Excuse me. Or is that 150? Oh, darn it. So this is 24,000. So 24, and then 3 zeros. So it knocks off 2 zeros. Okay, so this is 1,500. Okay. All right. Oh, so so I was wrong. I was right the first time. I did 80,000 at flight level 800. Yeah, flight level 080 is 8,000. So I did have that right, and then I went ahead and told myself that I was wrong. All right, let's check back on our plane. We are pretty much cruising. All right, okay, cool. So we should be good there. So the NDB, let me see if we have, because the NDBs are tricky. So let's open up our thing here. We have approach. Yeah, so here we have the approach. So let's pin this and let's take a look. So the NDB isn't necessarily in line with the runway per se. Okay, so yeah, so here's the radar, and it's a little off. Here's the runway, and it's a little off. I think what they want you to do is you fly to the NDB, and then you come out, and then you turn around 323. Climb on missed approach. Let me see here. 323 at 1,200 feet. Cat A and B. Cat A and B. I think this is the minimum 450 feet. You know what? Let's see if my good old friend ChatGPT can give us some information, some insight. This is a temporary chat because I don't want that to be saved. How do I perform an NDB approach at VGIS? You need to follow the general steps based on the standard on the approach plate or approach procedure. Man, it's still going. It's still typing. Oh my gosh. All right, I got the chart. ADF capability, NDB frequency, altimeter. All right. Basics. Okay, so tune in. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Identify the Morse code, inbound course. So determine the inbound course to the NDB, typically published, if not aligned with runway heading and known local procedures for runway 18, line 180, 360, inbound course. So I need to know what my inbound course is. I don't know what my inbound course is. So the frequency is 350. Is that right? Yeah, I guess it's 350. Final approach course is 323. Oh my goodness. I apologize. I seem to be really tired. Okay, so intercept the NDB from the initial approach fix or vector. Fly in a teardrop turn if needed to establish right. Okay, yeah. So I keep hearing about this teardrop. So I think they want me to fly to the. Oh no. How am I supposed to? Like, if I'm coming in, like I'm gonna be coming in from here. So once I get to here, I then fly the 161. Okay, so once I get here, fly 161 out. And then most likely if I just turn the heading bug to 323, it'll do, you know, a perfect turn. A perfect teardrop to 323. All right, fly teardrop, descend, cross the NDB. Okay, descend on final approach. Cross the NDB and begin a descent per the minimum descent altitude. That's the MDA. Minimum descent altitude. 450 feet. All right, typical profile, maintain visual separation and visual. MDA, landing on 3. Ooh, oh my gosh. Missed approach, example, intercept. Okay, intercept inbound track 180. You're giving me an example, runway 18. I guess. Okay, you know what? I'm coming in from the northeast. Tracking. What am I tracking? Let's see here. 238. Tracking 238. The NDB, the runway, or the approach is NDB 33. Give me an example of intercepting and setting up for the landing. Great, you're inbound. Tracking 238, you plan to land, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so runway heading is 330. It's located on the field. Your inbound tracking coming from northeast towards southwest. I think that sounds right. Turn the ADB, confirm, position yourself. Okay, so you're tracking 238, which is southwest, and nearly perpendicular to the inbound course, which is 330. You'll need to overfly or intercept near the NDB. Okay, so I'll definitely need to fly directly to the NDB. Turn outbound and set up a procedure, turn or teardrop entry, then fly inbound on course. Okay, all right, so yeah, I think that works. Overflow. Okay, so this time-based. Begin timing. Ooh, I am not skilled enough for time-based. After passing, turn to 150. Oh yes, I think so. Let me tell you. Boston Arctic, virtual Boston Arctic. I think they are the best Arctic in VAT USA network. VATUSA.net. These guys are so cool. They have, let me see, why is everything, okay, Boston. I need to get my account reestablished. The only thing I don't like is that they will close your account. If you're not active, they will quickly lock your account. So right now, I can't log back in because I haven't logged in a while. But they have their, let me see, is it Wings? I think it's their Wings. Yeah, Wings over New England program. It's a very, very good program. You go through a lot of different training exercises with ATC, so it kind of pushes you in and gets you to get over your nerves and to kind of just do it. Let me see here. I think they should have some of this stuff. So they have VFR, they have airline stuff, complex IFR. So all of these are part of the program. So the VFR stuff, you start by doing traffic pattern, then entering a class B, then you do a cross country, which is number 5. So once you get over your VFR stuff, then you have your IFR training, and there are certain tutorials or things that you need to do. And one of them, I think VOR navigation was one. This non-persistent approaches, I think it was this one. It wasn't an NDB, but it taught me about, because I failed it a couple times, and it taught me about the teardrop maneuver. So if I come back here, so this one, you were to go to a particular point, then you were to make a teardrop and get set up inbound. And I thought that was so cool. I learned a lot. I think I passed it on my third try. But that was my first exposure to that, and that was Boston Arctic. So check them out. They are awesome. They're the best. All right, let's see where we are. Let's jump back in our plane. All right, not bad visibility. I'm digging it. This is a little scenic. So we got about 53 minutes until we get in there. Let me see here. I believe I can get a look. Go 5 miles. Let's see if we can get in there. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So we are going to fly to the NDB. Then we're gonna go outbound, and then we're gonna make a turn and then come inbound. But I don't like this. This right here looks like we're going inbound into the NDB and not the thing. So I guess at some point, once we get to like 400 feet, then we'll probably take it off of autopilot and land it. All right, I guess that makes sense. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I don't know why it does this though. I don't know why I have two lines. The origin, the end route, and this one. So why would I have a route back? Why would I have a direct route back? It's weird. Totally weird. All right, so I think we're good. I think we have a good understanding. 1 to 2.8. Are we still by ourselves? Are we Mr. Lonely? All right, so let's see here. We're gonna add this flight plan. Import from VATSIM. Oh, it's taking. Okay, SimBrief, you are doing good. You're doing God's work over here. So this is what I registered on, but really it's Zulu 1 Echo Whiskey November, and this is OPY P033. So let's see what happened with this other flight. Okay, it did not register. Okay, cool. So that was just a fluke. All right, let's go ahead and tag and bag this. We have some cargo, we have some passengers, and this is Pilops. And last but not least, Odyssey Aviation. All right, we will attempt an NDB approach. Oh, and you know what? And this is actually going to be pretty neat because we don't have visibility. If this haze that's over here is the same haze that's going to, that's if it reaches out over here, we're not going to have visibility. So we are going to really have to make sure that it works. That'll be fun. All right, we don't have any coverage. We have a couple people that are around us, but they're flying away from us. No one to talk to. Come on, no one to talk to. Ooh, we got this premium fella. Oh man, I did it again. All right, so let me set up Fly Live Studio. You know what? I need to remember what the setting is. Hold on. Let me show you the desktop. So you can type it in manually here, but who wants to do that, right? We have commands. We love our commands. So we have flight, departure. No, this was something else. So the commands. Set flight. Yep, that's what it was. And SF was the alias, so set flight. And we're flying from I don't know where to I don't know where. We're doing Victor Echo Bravo India to Victor Golf India Sierra, and we are 6 Yankee. Why is it so hard? That's 5G Tango. All right, so I think that should set it up. take a look at the desktop. Let's look at our dashboard. Well, I was just gonna say it again. Okay, so this is good. This is working. I don't like what it has for the aircraft model. That seems weird. What is that? ATC com model? No. Call sign. Yeah, that's weird. Model C208. Oh my gosh. Terrible. Hey, what is that? I thought it was ice for me. All right, how are we looking on fuel? We've got 246 pounds on both wings. All right, so this is the pounds remaining. So we've used 613. Have we? I guess. Remaining is 400 in this. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so that's just the combined. Yeah, and the other one, no, not the lean. Was it the lean? It would tell you. No, you know what? I'm probably thinking of the GTN 750. It gives me more information than this. All right, so you know what? Since we have time, let's go ahead and do some research. Fun times. I'm gonna take a look at support, no forums. Okay, we're just gonna go to Flight Simulator. Simulator. No. I need to figure out this this GTN issue. Well, I don't need to, but it's bothering me. I feel like there was more progress on that avionics. Insider registration. What in the world? Yeah, I've read and understood. Have I? Yep, done. Early access. Successfully submitted. Contact. Actually, this stuff has changed. I need to keep it in sync with what my Xbox thing is. So my personal email is FerdyTech, but all the business stuff now is tabletopandroid.com. Technical alphas. I've already done this. Employed in the game industry. So yes and no. I'm doing it for myself. Game development. Interested. I'm a male. Social media. How did you learn? I mean, these are all my old answers from 2020. So I guess, I don't know. Yeah. Upload your. No, I can't do that right now. All right, that's not what I came here for. let's go to the forums. That's what I came here for. And we'll log it again. All right, so what I need to do is, I want to. Can I do anything with the G1000? Let's see what I can find for the G1000. I want all topics. No, I don't like it when it does this. Give me a search. Oh, it's not gonna give me a search page? All right, I guess I'm stuck. Okay, so this is the 10 beta. No, this was a while ago. Mapping. Okay, so I may not have. I may not have the NXI. I may just have the G1000. Shows missing. Okay, so there's the updates. G1000's pilot guide. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. All right. Help me understand the difference between G1000 and G1000 NXI for NSFS. Because I don't think I'm crazy. I know that something was different. I just don't remember what. Okay, yes. So the G1000 is a legacy version, and the NXI is working title. Okay. Systems, but the NXI is a modern, improved version with significant enhancements. Okay, so the NXI is what I was doing. Realism, much more accurate to real world. Performance, flight planning, VNAV, visual elements. Software upgrades included. Yes, since SU-10, the NXI is default on supported aircrafts. Okay, so I don't think this is the NXI then. Why you want? No, I mean. Okay. So in MSFI 2024 is the Textron C208, or does. These. Does the C208 have the G1000 and NXI? It's going to tell me yes. Look at that. Oh, the default. But I don't believe it though. Because this seems very limited. All right, so replaces the in a range of default aircrafts. Many users on the official forums have confirmed that when flying the default, they're using a fully featured, completed with enhanced flight plan, VNet, and enhanced power pilot improvements. That's the working title's website. Yes, how can I verify? There we go. On startup, boot up screen. The avionics boot up screen. Oh, okay. It says NXI and not just G1000. I'll have to take a look at that. Ooh, let's do that. let's turn off our avionics. All right, cool. I like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set our heading. This is I don't know why. I don't know why this is so fun for me all the time. So the autopilot, I think the autopilot will probably turn off. So what are we doing? We're tracking 37. Looks like we're tracking 237. All right, so we're gonna use our heading. I'm gonna use my hardware to change it to heading mode, and then I'm gonna turn off my avionics and turn it back on. And let's see what the boot up screen looks like. Alright, so it looks like the plane is okay. So it says Garmin. Where would it say G1000? Because I didn't see anything. It just said Garmin. All right, and now the plane's going haywire. Autopilot. It looks like it says autopilot's still on. I don't think it is. Okay, yeah, autopilot was not on. All right, this is booting. This is, I guess, still booting up. All right, now we're back. So we can go back to nav. We can go back to GPS. All right, I didn't see where it. I didn't see where it did it. I tried rebooting up the G1000, and all I saw was Garmin. Nothing about G1000. Nothing about 1000 or NXI. That strongly suggests is either not installed, not active, or overwritten. Oh, I gotta check my library. Yeah, look at that, my content manager. All right, okay, so after this flight, I will check to see if the content manager has it in there. Click to install. So I do know, I thought that they wanted us to like not install this. All right, whatever. Conflicts. Force legacy panels. Check for mod conflicts. Okay, well, that puts my head at rest. Boy. Where's my mute button? I don't think I have a mute button. All right, I got it on OBS. I thought I had a physical mute button, but I don't. All right, we got about 35 minutes until we hit our thing. Now, I am curious because this is autopilot, because I had to do it manually last time. Well, manually when I was doing my other training, but because it's autopilot, I wonder if it'll just do it automatically, and we'll test it out. All right, so let's look up NXI. So this is an issue with sim update, sim update 3, which is not active right now. Equipped with that. Okay, disappointing that all planes use the 1530 binding. So found at least a Cessna under instrument settings. G1000. SU1 configs are still mapped to those settings. My bad. Alright, I guess I'll have to check that out. So, and I think this is typically why I do VFR flights. There's nothing to do. I gotta sit here and talk to you guys? Yuck. I do need to use the restroom though. Let me see here. I think I'm gonna do that. Let me use the restroom. And I'm going to be right back. After these messages, we'll be right back. All right, hey guys, and we are back. We got 25 minutes. Holy moly, I need to figure out, I just saw something. We're currently cruising at 8,000, and I totally didn't even think of my top of descent. And at some point, we got to get down to 1,200 feet. And I don't know how this active VNAV profile works, or if it works at all. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works. Okay, but so we do know how to calculate that though, so fear not. So we're at 8,000 and we need to get down to 1,200. So there's a difference or a delta of 6,800. Times that by 3, divide by 1,000, and 20.4. So when we're 20.4 miles out, let me write that down somewhere. I don't know where to write that. Not ATC instructions, but just, I guess, notes. All right, so 20 point. Well, I mean, we'll just say 21 miles. 20 miles TOT. Okay, so we're 21 miles out. Let me see here. From IS. Oh, is 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 that the NDB? Let's see if we can find that out. Yes, it is. Okay, so IS is the NDB 350. You know what? Do we even have that ability here in this modern plane? No, I don't. Actually, no, I don't think so. No, wait, no, there is. Fix my camera. Get back to this view. I believe here, ADF. What was it? 350. So let's try that. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's a lot easier than I thought. Alright, now how do you swap? Enter the transfer. Enter the transfer. 350, ADF. Okay, alright, cool. So now, I think we should, PFD out. We have bearing 1. We have a DME. We have a bearing 2. But at what point? But what do we use for the ADF? Guys? Somebody tell me. ADF DME. Okay, so we have a thing. We're too far away for it to pick up, I think. But there's nothing to display. Alright, I'm going to put this back into heading mode. Because right now I'm going to switch the CDI and see localizer 2. Alright, and I'm going to put it back on nav. So I mean, even though we're able to tune into an ADF, NDB, I don't know where we would actually look at it. The needle. I don't know. This is you know, this is something. All right, What time is it locally? Is it morning time or nighttime? I had more visibility, so I think it's dusk. Ooh, look at that weather pattern. That's not looking good. Okay, so this is counting down. So when we're 21 miles out, we'll then start our descent. All right, let's see if anyone else is on. Where am I? Traffic, 6 Yankee 5 Tree Tango Caravan, radio check. Just checking to see if there's anyone else on this line. Okay, so here's the waypoint. I guess because it's a part of the approach. Maybe? So actually, I do have a question. When do I start the approach stuff? In the G1000, when do I activate approach? Procedure. I don't know if it's like 20 miles out. Activate the approach at the right time. Thank you kindly. Let me see here. Select, load. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Yeah, after getting your ADS, your ATIS. What a verbose answer. Thank you. There we go. Near top of descent or entering the arrival segment. Okay, so when cleared from approach, which no one's going to clear me, typically about, so I'm going to do 30 miles out. So at 30 miles out, I'm going to activate my approach, and then I'm wondering if the TOD will pop up. And I'm wondering, don't activate too early, activate it too soon, because I've done this before. Can cause the flight plan to skip. Yep, wrong leg, autopilot. Okay, got it. Yes, this is all the stuff that's happened when I do it too early. All right, cool. So we're 44 miles out. When we get to 30 miles out, I'll activate the approach. And then 21 miles out. Well, it's okay, yeah. So because it's a part of the approach that's not active, I'm hoping that this will pop in at 1200, and then it'll give me a TOD. That's what I'm thinking is going on, and the reason why is I'm thinking active profile, and this isn't active yet. If it was another waypoint, then I think it'd be active. Oh my gosh, it's all on my nose. Oh my gosh, it's completely dark out there. So, all right, I need to figure out this time zone here. So it is, oops. So UTC is 1333. We are east. No, I know my time. Right now, my time is 9:33 in the morning. But what is how do I figure out the local time? I can figure out UTC time, but I don't know how to do local time. Let me see here. Again, we're going to our friend ChatGPT, which actually I found him to give me like wrong information when it comes to UTC, which I thought would be normal. I'm flying in India, and UTC is 1333. What is the local time? Okay, so they're ahead 5:30. We are -4 over here. Oh, I'm so used to EDT. Okay, so this is... So UTC is that. Now it just plus. Okay, alright. That's not too difficult. Alright, cool. So it's 7 o'clock at night for them. Alright, which would explain why it's getting dark. Alright, thank you, GPT. Thank you. Let's check out their dashboard and see who else is active. So they've got 3 other people that are flying right now in Pilops. We're covering globally. I'm over here. Someone's covering Europe. There's a lot of I think the developers in South America somewhere, because I see a lot more activity in Brazil or in this area. I'm just guessing. All right, 36 miles out. Oh man, we are definitely doing an instrument approach. I can't see anything. I couldn't see anything even if I wanted. All right, so in that case, let's turn this off. That makes that a tiny bit better, but not, you know, not the best. All right, VGIS. This is, all right, Ishradi. Oh, all right, let's see how we pronounce. How do we pronounce this? Pronounce the airport name. Ishwardi. Okay, breakdown. Like ish, rhyming with leash. Ish. War. Not like war. Were. Ish. Almost soft, almost like war. And then D. Like T. Ooh, I like how they broke it down. Ishwardi. Lil Ish. Ishwardi. Yeah, that doesn't. Ishwardi. Does it sound like I got it, guys? Ishwardi. Ishwardi. All right, we don't have any weather. We have our runway. Right. Why am I looking at? I don't know why. Oh, I was looking for the name. All right, 30. We're gonna go ahead and activate. Not vector the final. We're gonna activate the approach. Look at that. Give me a top of descent. This doesn't. Oh no. Here it is. Look at that, guys. Okay, so 1200. So let's go ahead and set up our descent. So let's. Oh. We're looking at 1200. All right, 1200. We're gonna do the FLC at the best rate of climb, of descent, or I don't know what the best rate of descent is. I know the best rate of climb, but 95 is what we're doing. And in order for that to activate, all I have to do is pull down my throttle, and then it'll start descending. All right, cool. So this is active. This is active. Top of descent. Bob's your uncle. Something's your Beatrice is your auntie. Anna is your auntie. Okay, so what I'm assuming is going to happen now is because we're on ooh, this I don't know. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. So I'm assuming that GPS alone will take me to D155, and then we have these. I don't know if it'll automatically turn me to the final approach fix. That's what I find interesting. We'll see. We will see. Now for this one, does this have an automatic? I think it does. Crap. How do you? Oh, right here. VNav. Okay, so VPath. I think that's right. I just automatically set the QNH. Okay, so I think as long as VPath is there, then it will automatically pick it up, I think. We'll see. But I think I also need to make sure that because I don't know how it would, because in order for me to descend, I would need to pull down my throttle. So unless it's gonna slow me down for me, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting to see. We're gonna experiment, guys. We're gonna see if it does that. So VPath is coming up in a couple seconds or minutes, 50 seconds. I want to see if it'll start, if this will activate, and if it will start to, if it'll automatically manage this. I don't think it will, because this, I don't think there's an auto throttle. So I think I might have to do it manually. Let's see what it does. I'm so excited. All right, 10 seconds. Well, now it's 10 seconds. All right, so it has a VPath, and it is doing it even with my throttle. Okay, so then that means that it's just, and it's going 2,000 feet per minute, or it's aiming to. Okay, it's not going to get there because of my throttle. Okay, well that's, I mean, that's, well no, it looks like it's getting there, but it's going to increase my speed. All right, very interesting. So I'm going to put down my throttle to help it out because I'm not a jerk. All right, it's pretty cool. When the automations work, very excited. Or when you understand it. I think it works all the time. I think I just don't understand it. In this case, I need it, because it is. It's super dark. All right, so we're doing our descent. Now this target is supposed to be like 600 feet per minute. So what is this then? Is that the altitude? 2,000? Maybe. And okay, so it looks like I don't have FLC anymore. So let me not stall the plane while trying to descend. We'll put in a little bit more throttle. I really should look at the document and see what is the right throttle pressure. I mean, this one might be at 400, 440. All right, so I think this is the intended, but I want 1200. So we're gonna do that minimum stuff. And it was like four and change. So we'll do 420. I don't know where that is on the screen, or if it means anything. Oh, no, I was wrong. Okay, all right. So this is associated with this. The landing, I need to open it up. So I think it's FC, Force Competition. Doesn't look like it worked. Let's see here. Where is FlyLive Studio? Connected to the sim. Landing rate. Okay, it is active. Landing rate predictions are open. It looks like it did it automatically. Neat. Neato. All right, so here we are. We're coming up. Okay, so we're going 2,000. Not sure if we're going to get there on time. Oh, it's not that bad. Good thing is that we are landing, or we have reference to a city. Okay, cool. I don't feel as afraid as I would before. So even if we have to do it manually, we would have some visual. All right, but we're definitely not making. Let me work on my power here. We'll put one stage of flaps down since we're under the white arc. And we'll need to make sure that we are Alright, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on a couple different things. My airspeed. I don't know if we're going to make the 2,000 going at 600 feet per minute. I don't know if I can change this VS target. Oh, now we're going 89. Let's increase the power a little bit. So I'm assuming most likely it is going to automatically just take me to the 155. Oh, it's called 155 because that's where that's the direction. You know, these things are so neat. Let me see here. Except for here, it's not labeled. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we have the 161. Oh, category C. Okay. I'm not a category C plane. A and B. I guess because I can do tighter turns. So 155. Start turn at 3 minutes. So I would fly 3 minutes out. Ooh, we can do a timer. Oh, these are all neat things. right, so I think we might make it. To 2,000 feet, going 600 feet per minute. Now, so we're flying over the airport. So where is the airport? I'm guessing it. Oh no, I think it's that. I'm looking for lights. Don't know. I see different stuff. All right. The airport should be, we should be on top of the airport. It's before the river. And right now this looks dead. Or, with lights. There's no lights. All right. But the funny thing is, most likely, once we get lined up, there will probably be runway lights. All right, cool. So 94. And that, yeah, so we're going to make it to 2,000 before we get there. Then I think it'll automatically switch us to 1,200. Let's see how that works. So we got VPath, autopilot. Hey, what's up, Gucci? How has the 2024 performance been compared to 2020? That's a good question. I mean, I don't think it's like anything wild and crazy. Hold on. So I see it on the map. I don't see any lights on this runway and this airport at all. Okay, so that's a little scary. The performance overall, I don't know. See, so I'm not a big graphics person. I've got a 48. I've got an RTX 4080, so I'm lucky in that sense. But I don't really know how to optimize it. Overall, I think it's the quality of life stuff. Like, I love the EDB. Electronic flight. EFB. I love the EFB. I love interacting with the EFB. I think that is super awesome. Okay, it did automatically take us to this one. So I want to see if it automatically takes us to the next one. But the graphics, yeah, no, the performance, hit or miss for me. What I know is that in the bigger airports, the major like class deltas, I do have a performance hit. Oh wait, hold on. Okay. No. Hold on for a minute. Okay, I'm in the middle of a. Good luck. All right, sorry about that. I am back. You're gonna hear some talking in the background here. My daughter has to use the computer that's right behind me. I see. Was checking since I'm still on GT. Ooh, 1080. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold on. got
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna bust you.
All right, sorry. Complete chaos. During a descent. It's raining, so we have rain. I love it. All right, so you're gonna hear some stuff in the background. So I wasn't able to do the timer. Oh right, yeah, you're on a 1080. Yeah, so before this I had a 3080, I think it was a 3060. I think it's a 3060, and I just put my settings on medium, and it was fine. So for the 4080, I think I still put my settings on medium. I tried high and ultra, and it looked great, but the performance was not great. So I don't think I knew how to max it to max it up.
Yeah, they had to like improvise. So we don't have any computers in my house now. So,
All right. There's a notepad. A notepad app. All right. Okay. So. All right. So here, try and get my head back into the landing game here. Okay. So we need to make sure that we are back at the right angle, and it looks like autopilot is doing everything for us. We're even at the right altitude. I mean, this thing was basically landing for me. I didn't have to do anything. Good Lord. All right, we're gonna put the landing lights on, which might make things worse for us. So I don't see a runway. I think I see a runway. So this might be a runway, or that might be just, I don't know. All right. This is going to be interesting. Oh my goodness. Hold on.
oh, no. I haven't been anywhere since the dates. I have besides the cat.
Hello?
Honestly, I might just pick a business.
Okay. When it rains, it pours. The good thing is that autopilot is doing everything for us. So if you have all these distractions, when you're flying your airplane, don't have your phone with you. Alright, so I do not see a runway, which is mighty concerning. Ooh, this is very interesting. Okay, so here is the airport. I'm flying to the IS. We're not descending. Okay, so that's something we got to do on our own. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting situation. So I think we might have to do like a flyby, and then we might need to do an OBS because there are no lights. Okay, the river's over there, so we're gonna have to use some dead reckoning skills. All right, let's see here. Let's turn off autopilot, and we're gonna use. All right, I'm gonna actually stop talking because I'm gonna need to use the PFD to see this runway. Oh, this is absolutely wild.
500.
All right, good. We're 500 feet. We're not on course at all.
As I said earlier, picnic, camera, strength. However you decide to
All right.
take them, that's fine with me. Utilize your picture in the note. Wait the test. Not a problem with me.
Wow. That was scary.
Any questions?
All right, we're gonna sit here for a minute. All right, so we're close to getting off. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. That was hecka squares. Hella scary.
Your father goes with Frank during the wedding. Utilize information to get yourself. Your contracts will be filling out in a minute.
I think my mom is on that right now. But
That's what we have. Don't have a contract. Fine. Constitution. Fine. Any other questions?
All right, guys. I'm probably gonna have to abruptly end this stream. It looks like there's some things I gotta take care of. Let me just. I think I'll park it here. All right, gang.
TMI. Secondly, just get up, go, and hurry back.
All right.
No.
Okay, gang. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go handle some things, and I appreciate appreciate you being here. All right, Tabletop Android. I'll see you guys later. You too, Gucci.